So
That sounds about right. Pretty much everyone drops off around 9 p.m., so you're going to be golden.
yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, with that random topic out of the way, hi. Welcome to Tony's Slug POV. I mean, Late Night Lounge. We are here today just with the three of us. As always, I'm Lucas. I'm here with Matt and Tony. Tony, would you like to introduce your friend there?
Yo, name's Earl.
And that's it.
That's it.
He's a bit of a swiggly boy.
That's the entire introduction. Okay, I've seen you messing with that every once in a while. Where did you get that?
Aquarium of the Pacific.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
a sea slug.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what it is? I could not tell. Thank you. I'm blind.
Dude's
Nice.
dude's really wiggly because the way it's made is it's 3D printed and in separate joints. So
yeah,
it has
so it's all floopy.
all floppy and stuff. Yeah, it's like
Nice.
literally a dead fish.
When did you go to the aquarium?
A few days ago.
Okay,
Then he got COVID.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
it was literally on the day that I got informed.
Late Night Lounge news update. Tony is currently sick. However, he is cool.
I'm chilling. Literally, I have
just
no
vibing.
effects by it.
Yeah,
This
he
is-
he is just built different. He is feeling like you have basically no symptoms, right?
No, not anymore.
Beautiful.
It was literally just really congested and
Are you
a scratchy
vaccinated
throat.
already, Tony?
Yeah, 3 shots. Or,
Oh, perfect.
2
Yeah,
shots
no wonder
and
it's
2
no
boosters.
wonder
I
it's not
think.
hitting you very hard. Then your
Yeah.
body's just like, hey, yo, what's up? Try me.
What's up, fuckers?
Yeah, exactly. Matt can swear. Let's go.
Hey! It's a good day.
It is a good day. Okay, so yeah, we're recording a little late tonight, but we have a couple different things actually that have happened within the last week that we want to talk about. Well, ever since Tony got ratioed in real time.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, let's go around the room. Matt, as always, let's start with you.
Let me talk about for the first about
Talk
15
about the
minutes.
beginning.
Then we'll move on to someone else, and I just will be quiet. So
Hey,
Look
come
at
on,
the
you
way
got
this
you
thing
can.
moves.
Well, okay, maybe when Tony talks, but maybe we'll see if you can actually, be a part of the second half of an episode. Matt, go ahead.
nah, never.
So you had something you're planning for that I think have you mentioned on a previous
I
episode?
think I mentioned it in one of the earlier episodes,
Oh, okay.
but I am planning to go to RLCS Worlds in Fort Worth, Texas, and the tickets came out on the 3rd of June, so about 5 days ago.
Mhm.
And here is
this story was a trip. This is fun. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the most passionate things I've written down on any sort of on paper or in text or whatever.
Mhm.
But so I hopped on the queue, and when I first hopped on, it was about a couple hundred people, 700 people in line before me. So I was
Okay.
all right, we chilling. I'm just gonna wait here and hopefully get in soon.
Wait, did they have an estimate on how many tickets there were?
Not that I know of, but
Okay.
the arena itself holds, I believe, 14,000.
Okay, so you saw 700 people in front of you, and you were like, "Cool, I'm probably halfway in the crowd."
Yeah,
Ish.
I'm chilling with where I'm in the queue. Then I got in, and I was gonna go try to get the tickets, and it's saying it won't load the event. So I was like, this is weird. And I kept on pressing refresh to see if it'll work. And I tried it not exiting out of the site, but just going to see all the events happening in this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, and it just still didn't work. So then I refreshed the queue, and let me check my notes here.
Tony,
What? Oh, hey.
you messed with your ring.
Yeah.
Let me check my notes here real quick. Where are they? I refreshed the queue. Then it turned out I was behind about 7,000 people.
So your number somehow multiplied by 10 in the amount of time it took for it to work.
I went from 700 and 700s to being in the actual site itself.
Okay.
Then I refreshed the page and went to 7K in line. And I was
Lovely.
like, okay, I'm not happy about this, but hopefully it's whatever. Then, so like right now, I'm planning to go with my Rocket League coach and one of my teammates and my coach's friend, and it's all going down. So, and during the third, this was the only time I've ever used Twitter. By the way, like I only installed Twitter just to get these tickets and to find out everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I just kept seeing like the feed kept refreshing and people like all Rocket League going ham because
Uh-huh.
people were like getting booted out and like in these stupid queues. And
So everyone was equally kind of freaking out then.
yes, everyone was freaking out and probably getting pissed the hell off.
Okay.
And now, and then my coach brought up the fact that there are bots going around and buying the tickets. And let me go to the DMs with my coach who shared it with me. And these bots, believe it or not, we're selling them for, let me check here, about $5,583.
What's the asking price normally?
The asking prices for the tickets were about a couple hundred.
Jesus. So like the bots times by 10 your line, and we're timesing by 10 the ticket price as well.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. And this is like the one thing that I was going to plan, like I wanted to do for this entire summer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, bruh, no way. Like I've not sat in this line for an hour
this long just to like, get screwed over.
Then, it gets even better. Then, as I refresh the page again, and it turns out, guess how long the queue was when I refreshed it the second time?
10K?
A solid 20K.
Oh.
And
how many damn bots were these people flooding in here? Because there's no way that there's 20K people for around 1,400-ish seating event, or at least I feel like that's
14,000.
Crazy. Oh, sorry, yeah.
But yeah, so then as I was all dealing with this, I was like DMing my coach about this and like, bruh, at this rate, I'm not going to get a ticket. I was so bummed.
Yeah. Is that when you texted us about it?
Yeah, that's afterwards. No, that was actually during. That was like during when it was happening, and I was just absolutely raging.
I bet.
Then
you're just slowly seeing it tick up every time you go in, like.
Yeah. Then before like every wait, was it still the fourth?
Yo, Tony, your mic.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the last message that I said in the vent channel, I said this was gonna be the only thing I was gonna do this summer, just a trip for me to go on and enjoy. Now I can't go because of these fucking bots and these stupid ass 20 people queue. And
so how did you end up getting a ticket then?
Because the people Rocket League esports Twitter page had the website, and they announced because of like all these problems that they're going to do a resale and redo the tickets. And I believe.
Oh, so they ended up doing this whole process over again.
Yes, the same site, same thing. Then I did it again, and like I hopped on about an hour and 20 minutes before, and I was like in a line of like 7K. So it wasn't as bad, but it's still a long line.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's probably more accurate to like actual real people. You know?
Oh yeah, not 20K. And let me find it real quick. Then on this past Sunday, so what was it? The 5th. I got the tickets.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, and I am originally and I was gonna be going for. So the way it was set up, it was gonna actually start on the 4th, but it was just the play-ins, like to get to the World Championship. So then the 9th, 10th, and 11th are all group stages. So the beginning of the tournament to see the championship. Then
Okay.
the remaining days are the championship. So I got the 3 group stage tickets, then the championship. So I'm gonna be in Dallas from the 9th through 14th, and that's not even. And I'm still working on a place to stay for the.
Didn't you find that Airbnb that you showed us the other day?
No. So we're still looking, and I'm gonna
Okay.
work on this with my dad
Gotcha.
because I've never done something like this before, so I don't have any experience. And so I'm just like before I was looking for a place for just me, but now that I'm actually talking to my coach and like my coach, my teammate, and his friend and the coach's friend, I'm looking for more places to group with them. But
Gotcha.
right
So
now,
trying to do something together then.
yeah, because I think that'll be the best thing apart
Probably
from
save you some money too, more than
yeah.
anything.
And like we've come up with different things. Like one of my teammates going to rent a car, so we have more freedom in where
Old
we
enough
stay.
for that, I assume.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm the youngest one going.
Okay.
My teammate's 25. My coach is
Good.
gonna be turning either 22 or 23.
That's a good point. Actually, I was going to say you have your coach who's probably older.
Yeah, no, but he's not the oldest. Like I'm the youngest one. My coach is the second oldest, and his friend's 20. So
Okay.
like I'm in this weird like 19 and 20. I'll be honest, it's such a weird age because you can rent Airbnbs, but you can't rent cars
Or hotels, apparently, we
or
learned.
yeah, Seattle.
Rip Seattle trip. God. Oh.
It was such a nice Airbnb.
Okay, we'll try it again. I promise.
We go again.
It'll happen one of these times. I swear.
Yeah, especially if you want to go for like a pretty big trip, like out of country.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But
Hey, at least we got it though. More than
I'm so
anything.
happy.
Yeah.
I'm so freaking happy about that.
Tony, have you ever been on gone to a convention or something that requires like tickets or anything?
I've never been to a convention. No, not of any sort.
Like not like no like sporting event, convention, anything like that.
Wow.
Really?
Like I've been to Angel Games. Like, but that's
okay, fair enough. Fair. I used to go to those all the time when I was a kid because my dad used to be able to get tickets for it through his work. Actually,
that's
very infrequently, but like every once in a while. So I went to a lot of those games as kids, and then when he couldn't get that anymore, and we actually had to start paying for them, he suddenly didn't go very often. So, but it's all good. We're fine. Okay, but no, I'm glad though, Matt, that you finally got everything.
Yeah,
I haven't had an experience that infuriating before. The closest thing I've had was trying to get tickets for Comic-Con, actually, quite a while ago. I think the funniest story I have about trying to buy tickets like that is there was one time when I was trying to get tickets for this convention, and I was like 20 minutes away from doing a 5K race. I think it was on some like holiday, I think, when these tickets went up for sale.
Oh,
so
no.
Here I am sitting in my car in the parking lot with like 2 people's phones and a tablet all on this website trying to get these tickets because they work on just a random pick system instead of a queue.
Oh, yeah?
So it's just the more devices you can have in the queue, the better. So here I am with like 3 devices on my lap. I'm like, okay, I got this. And guess what? Still didn't get tickets.
Oh, I was going to make a joke that you're in a Tesla, so you're on that touchscreen right in the middle.
Dude, you think I can own a Tesla? I'm not that cool. God, I wish, though. I kind of just want that car just for the screen alone because the techie part of my brain is like, yes, good.
Very nice.
Especially when my car is let's call it slightly outdated in terms of its use case. But nice. Hey, it's okay. It works. I don't have to pay for a new car, so I'm happy.
I'm just happy that I have a car.
Hey, fair enough, man. I'll take that.
Before I had a car, I used to ride my bike everywhere.
That doesn't sound fun.
I mean, good exercise.
Yeah,
but
probably good exercise, though. Speaking of, Tony, we need to drag you to the gym again.
Bro, can't right now.
I know when you're
Just wear a
actually
mask.
feeling better. I know. So you got to let us know when you test negative if you do.
Yeah,
Um,
I will.
so
Let's see. So we're done with the debacle of conventions.
mhm.
Yep.
All right, yeah, Tony, it's your turn
Yeah,
if you'd like.
Go ham, Tony.
So, hey everyone, take a bet real quick. All right, for 4 options, what do you think Tony's going to talk about today?
Elden Ring, Minecraft. Then those are the only two. That I
That's
can
it.
think
That's the
about.
only two.
Yeah. Out of four, only
I
two.
wonder. All right, Tony, what's up? What's up?
All right, so basically, I've been playing Minecraft the entire day today, and uh,
I can't give you crap. I literally played Persona 5 for like 3 hours straight today. It
fair
was a good
enough.
time. Like I finished all my schoolwork and I was just like, I got nothing to do. I'm gonna be lazy.
Yeah, that's what I did. Except for yesterday, I started up I started up the update a bit and played a bit, and then
Mhm.
today I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my own little survival world, put it on hard mode, play through it, see how it
This is
goes.
with the new update, yeah.
Yeah, this is with the new update.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So educate us because I don't actually even know the full extent. What's new with the new update?
okay, so new update includes a new biome called the mangrove biome. It's basic mangrove swamp, which is basically, as it sounds, a mangrove swamp, and includes a few new mobs. The warden and the frogs are
Wait, is that the
those.
underground one?
The
This new
Warden.
biome?
No, the mangrove swamp is not an underground biome.
Oh, okay.
It's above ground. It's like a regular swamp except for it has mangrove trees and it looks really cool.
I gotta look this up. I don't know what that looks like. Hold on.
You should look it up. It looks pretty cool. It's like you know
Mangrove
how they do the
swamp.
whole meme of like Louisiana Bayou whenever you
Oh, I see. That
yeah,
looks. Whoa, that's like proper jungly looking.
exactly. It's sick. And I mean
Nice.
from the world I started, I unfortunately didn't spawn near one of those and I haven't found one yet. I found a really nice jungle island that I live on currently, and I have a
Hmm.
nice like 2-story house. Just kind of, I'm almost to the end actually. I just need to get a few more eyes of Ender.
In one day,
Yeah,
your
That's how much.
dedication is insane.
That's how much you've been playing Minecraft today.
I mean, you
yeah.
did literally say all day, so fair.
Um, but the main updates are like the new cave biomes. Like the Deep Dark is the big one. The Deep Dark cities, which are generated in Deep Dark, and a new enchantment.
I didn't know there were cities with that. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a whole new like
Deep dark
exploration thing.
cities. Hold on, I want to see this. What do they look like? Because
They're
I knew about the deep dark. Like I knew about the whole like that weird kind of
Skulk.
blue. What do they call skulk? Skulk, yeah.
Yes, Skulk.
Oh, that's weird. They kind of just it kind of looks like the um oh god, what's the thing where the end spawns? The fortress or what's it called?
It looks like a stronghold.
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
It's kind of what
actually,
it reminds me of.
yeah, it's a good comparison to make. But the
By the way, I looked up pictures for it, and this is all I found. I'm posting it in our group chat real quick. This is
yeah,
like one of the first images that came up for Deep Dark Cities.
yeah,
So
there's a
enjoy.
there's a
For
reason for that.
context, it's a structure that is very sus. That's it.
The but yeah, the Deep Dark cities are honestly amazing. Like
Mm.
because they have a combination of wool built into the Deep Dark cities, so it gives you like this feeling that you can walk safely in some areas, but you have to crouch in some other areas to not make as much noise.
Mm.
And the overall vibe of the Deep Dark is scary and foreign. It's pretty cool.
I mean, the warden is freaking terrifying, dude. That thing's a boss, basically.
Yeah, the only issue is I haven't found a Deep Dark yet. Like, I'm probably gonna find it once I get into the end and get like an Elytra stuff, which I'm gonna probably do tonight after we get off.
Okay.
But overall, the main things I've experienced with the new update is boat with chest.
That's that wasn't a thing already?
No,
No.
boat with
Oh.
the
God, man, I'm so out of the loop, dude. I used to know. God, I sound like such a boomer. I used to know everything about this game. Back in my day, we didn't have a crafting book, anyways.
oh, dude, still know most of the recipes.
By heart, man. I
Yeah,
still got it slightly.
the and
And
like
the other, and then the other half of the time, I have to look up how to make an item frame.
mean, honestly, for me, playing the world currently has been just kind of really easy because, like, I'm playing on hard mode. I'm not even playing on hardcore. And God, people like playing with a respawn capabilities is so nice whenever you play a single player world
Mhm.
because you don't really have to worry about dying. You just kind of have to worry about like knowing where everything is. So if you know where you died, you're good. You know where you live, you're
Mhm.
good. I'm currently in the stronghold, just needing to get more eyes in there, which means I'm just gonna head back to my place, go for the portal, get to the forest that's near me, and just take a few things and eyeballs and stuff.
Just dip.
Yeah, and then once it's honestly playing a single player world, getting the like game I guess part of it out of the way is super easy.
Hmm.
It's the building the farms, and like having actual dedication to do giant massive builds in your own world that is important to it, which I was talking to Ben about, because Ben doesn't really have the whole dedication bit of like trying to do these massive builds and like
Hmm.
giant structures for farms and stuff. He really just does the mining bit and doesn't even try to build, which
Hmm.
Just
Yeah,
Sims. That's what he does.
that's a part of it for me as well. Honestly, is I enjoy the exploration more than the building aspect. Actually,
that's fair.
which is honestly why the newest updates have been really intriguing for me because making the cave generation better was banger. New biomes and stuff always appreciate, especially the deep dark now because that's just more stuff in caves, which is my favorite thing to do is mining. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
And I mean, it's just, well, exploration is like one of the main parts of the game as well.
yeah,
Finding those cool places that you know immediately what you're going to build there, or finding the tallest mountain in the world just simply to put a sign on it. There's you can do so many little things to make your entire world more lively to you and
hmm,
more lifelike. But a lot of people don't follow that. They just
yeah,
kind of explore and then they take like an hour or two, they're bored afterwards and they get off and don't ever play for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
hmm. That's
And
me. I feel
it's in
called out, but it's also true.
I'm sorry, but it's infuriating because like
I'm
there's
sorry.
so much in the game that you can get. Like now they have so much stuff. They have brand new in building blocks, entirety of the wooden planks for mangrove trees. They have mud bricks now, frog lights, all the deep dark building blocks as well, and a
Mhm.
new enchantment.
I know this might sound like really stupid, but I think part of it for me is just I have played, or maybe this is just me overthinking it, but like I have played this game basically to death. Like it was my biggest game as a kid. So I think part of it for me is there's almost a thought of like, why do it all over again? I mean, I get that it's fun, don't get me wrong, but like
Well,
I feel like I've done pretty much everything I could want to. So that's why I usually play when the new updates come out because then I'm like, okay, cool, something new to explore. But then when I hit the roadblock of, or not roadblock, but when I hit the point of like, okay, so now all I have left is either, go kill the dragon or go build something cool. It's like, well, I've already done both of those things probably hundreds of times. So I don't know. That's just
well,
me though. This is how
I
I make Tony mad.
no, no, no. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to genuinely form an
Just
argument for
disappointed.
you to
Yeah.
understand
Great.
how I view it because
No, no. Go for
those
it.
like I understand those may seem like the final end goals is to build something cool or to defeat the dragon. Like those are like the end goals, so to speak, of the game is to kill the dragon because you get the little title screen afterwards and everything. But in reality, Minecraft doesn't really have an end goal because the end of
No,
the
for
killing the
sure.
dragon is just a step to get to the end cities.
Hmm.
Getting to the end cities is just a step for better movement, better storage capabilities, and better gear overall. It's
Hmm.
all taking up steps and steps just so you can get more powerful in your world and to build and to create. The
Hmm.
whole point of Minecraft is to create. And like when people struggle with the creating aspect of it though is the part where they start to like just kind of die off and not play it.
Hmm.
You have to find something that helps you get stay in that create mode. Now for me it's honestly I like to draw and sketch a bit and that some of the stuff ends up in builds for me.
Hmm. That's a good
And
idea, actually. I didn't think about that.
Like, I mean, I haven't done it in ages, but I've always wanted to just take something I built in Minecraft and draw it, because then I will see stuff that I want to do better, perhaps while I draw it, or something I would change here. It just and it just makes a whole lot more sense to me to just continually play the game and see the basically artworks you're creating by building these structures and making these gigantic statues, even if it's really egotistical, like just doing a gigantic statue of yourself going haha. Like, it's just
Dude.
fun and
I
it takes
remember
time.
building full size statues of like my character skin back in the day.
Yo.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things for me is that I, as both you guys know about, I think everyone in the server knows, I
Mm-hmm.
am very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft doesn't have competitiveness is the thing.
Exactly.
I know. I know.
I
Okay.
I understand why that
Minecraft
kills you.
Hunger Games though was kind of pog. That's
Very
all.
true.
Can't believe
But
I just used that in a sentence. I hate myself. Anyways.
yeah, but the thing is for me is that at times I need some sort of competitiveness to keep me
Mm,
involved in a game. So this is
mm.
why I like Rocket League, Overwatch, Apex Legends, Titanfall. Like they all have these competitive aspects.
Let's go
Al-
Titanfall. Yes.
albeit like Overwatch, Apex, and Titanfall, I'm all like it's still competitive, but I'm still having fun just like with that. But Minecraft, the only ways that I could see it is like these servers go play these mini games, or you like beat the several like the End Dragon, the Wither. Then if you feel really ballsy, you go try to kill the Warden, which
Mhm.
is nearly is very hard.
Okay. Let me pose it a different way, Matt. The
Yes.
competition that basically what all the games you listed were competition with others, right?
Yeah.
Or like
I think I know where you're taking this,
a
Tony, but
game
go ahead.
mechanic. It's more so competition with yourself, seeing how dedicated you are to a build or how much detail you want to put in. Like a lot of the Hermitcraft broskies and like they put in so much effort and work and hours and stuff into the smallest details on their builds just because they enjoy it and they're doing it to entertain others. And it's amazing to see. I love Grian's build. The entity, oh, that's amazing. Eldritch Horror and kind of spook, but it's only rocks. Nice.
I
But
feel like if I oh sorry, go ahead.
you gotta have that idea that like I'm gonna compete with myself to do this better and to take more time and see how it goes and just kind of overall try and structure it better in my head. That's if you want to get a reason to have a competition in a
Yeah, I
single player.
mean, I do
That's
get
fair.
that. Like at times I do compete against myself, and so like whenever I'm lifting with myself, not with anyone else, I will compete against myself in what like I will compete against the numbers that I put up in like a couple years ago, like my junior senior year of high school.
Hmm.
But with gaming especially, I've learned that I'm always doing better if I'm competing against someone like someone else, because I know if they're better than me, I'm going to see what they're doing and say, "Hey, they're doing this and it's working for them. I should try to implement this into my game, into my style." Because everyone has his own like their own style. Like Tony,
Hmm.
you're very big on competing for like against yourself and like your creative aspect for your builds and stuff. I am really team focused and competitive, like against others, just because that's how I've grown up. I've played sports my entire life. I played soccer, baseball, football, basketball. I've played the four major sports, albeit football was just flag. But I played the four major sports the majority of my life, and I've always had that competitive edge. And because of it came this mentality that if I work hard, I know I can be better than someone the next day.
Fair enough. Um, I feel like I probably lie more on Tony's side, but kind of for the exact opposite reason, Matt. I almost always did um, I guess you would call it's not like not team sports, more like solo activities or solo sports. Obviously, my martial arts is kind of just
Yeah,
competing against yourself. Yes, there's sparring, but the main thing you're doing it for is to better yourself and to learn things for you. It sounds very selfish, but that's the way it goes most of the time.
yeah,
Um, Same thing with most of the hobbies I enjoy too. I mean, with gaming, most of the stuff I like is usually single player stuff, except if I'm with a group of friends, because then multiplayer stuff becomes infinitely more fun. But
oh
you will
yeah,
almost never find me playing a multiplayer game by myself. Does that make sense? Like I don't
yeah.
have
Of course.
the push to compete like you do if it's not like I don't want to say not fun, but if it's not with other people, like it's not a shared experience, I guess is where I'm going at.
Yeah, I feel
If I'm
that.
sitting by myself playing something, like I just said, I'm upstairs playing Persona 5. It's a JRPG. It's one of the most single player games you can get. Like, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable.
Different attitudes, but it's I like that you brought up the sports thing though, because that's interesting. It's maybe a little bit to do with how we were what we were interested in as kids, the way we were brought up. Also, Tony, what are you drawing?
Well, I have an idea, and I'm kind of like trying to think out a conversation and try and give a rebuttal to be like, Matt, this is the reason you should do this. But in all actuality, it's just kind of like it's a person's personal taste, and just
Yeah, but
you
at the
know,
end of the day, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I still love the game. It's one of the things that I grew up playing, and it will always have a soft place in my heart for gaming. But at
Hmm.
the same time, is that once I started moving into more competitive titles, it really changed my point of view on what I should be doing, and it
Hmm.
kind of grew to the fact that I learned that I could play games competitively for my school, and albeit if I really tried, I could have made this into a career, but
Yeah.
I'm a bit late on that.
Nah, you're all good. Hey, again, I feel like honestly, at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun with whatever you enjoy and you're not bothering anyone else, go ahead. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
and
like
especially
don't
whatever
kick
makes you happy,
puppies,
man.
but like go enjoy yourself.
yeah, and especially now since summer hit, I started playing all the games that I would listed before: Overwatch, Titanfall, Minecraft, Apex again, and I've been enjoying myself so much more than I was during the school year, just because in my mind all I was focused on were my grades,
Hmm.
my job or my jobs.
Jobs plural, yeah.
Yeah. Then Rocket League.
Hmm.
And I like that was all I was focusing on. And now that I'm not really focused on anything except just kind of trying to relax and working, I needed something to focus on. So now that I'm playing these games again, I'm having a lot more fun than I was during the school year.
No, that makes
Ooh,
sense. It's
let's
also just to
go.
do with more free time, I think, too. Because,
Oh yeah.
I mean, during the school year, I would not have had time to just literally sit on my couch for 3 hours and play a game. Like, if I played more than like an hour, I'd be like, bro, I got homework I gotta do. I have to go to work tomorrow. Like, I got all this stuff to do.
And this is why I always played those 3 hours from 9 to 12 at night. So
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
During the school like time, I was pretty much only ever on in the evenings. Like, I would have maybe like 2 hours to hang out and call or something to play something. But that's about it, really. Because during the day, I was either at work, at school, driving somewhere, or working on something on my desk or the table over there.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it feels good. I finally can maybe check some stuff off, like what I wanted. All these backlog of games I've wanted to get through, I can maybe start cranking away at them a little bit.
yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's cool though. But hey, speaking of games for you guys, I know we talked about Minecraft a lot, and we were kind of hitting on like how we grew up with different kind of ideas or different things we got interested in. Do you guys remember what your like very first like real video game, quote unquote, was. Like something on a console or a PC that wasn't just like a Flash game on Newgrounds, even though those games slapped, don't get me wrong. Like old Flash games, bangers. But like, do you guys remember what your first like quote unquote real game was?
Ooh. I'm trying to decide whether it was a DS, Wii, or
Hmm.
do you guys remember? Did you guys ever play games at CartoonNetwork.com?
Probably. I don't remember it
Yeah,
that
there
well.
was like on the like we had this Apple Apple monitor with the wireless keyboard and mouse,
Hmm.
and I would play games on CartoonNetwork.com and for
Banger.
yeah, and that I think
Oh,
that was my start, but like that was before
yeah.
that was before Ben introduced me to the more hardcore titles, or
Hmm.
not hardcore, but
Yeah,
more
but even that
legitimate.
was like online, probably like on a website type thing. Do you
Yeah.
remember at all? Like, was it through Ben that you really started playing quote unquote like at real or not real games, but like bigger games, I guess?
Um. Yeah, I really think Ben was the one that got me into Minecraft, into Halo, into COD.
Mhm.
Like he got me into those. He was actually the one that got me in the Rocket League. So
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah,
Hey, there you go.
yeah. That's why like whenever we talk like I in meeting someone new, I always bring up the fact that Ben is the one that got me into this like into gaming and essentially led me down this path to
Become the
me
nerd
playing
buff he is. Buff
To
nerd he
become
is.
part of this crazy adventure that we are
to
now
being
on.
a part of a captain, team manager, like leader of the Rocket League program
All
in
this
for
stuff.
my college. Like
That's nuts.
the fact that I started when I was about what third grade. So what was that? 10, 11? I don't know.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
9, 10 to 19.
10,
That's
10 years now, basically.
essentially I've been yeah.
I've been gaming for 10 years. You're
I
a
mean
veteran now.
I'm the old.
Um,
I'm the old. No, actually, I'm still considered young because my teammate's 25. But at the same
yeah.
time, I'm one of the older guys in terms of gaming.
Tony,
No.
do you remember at all?
Remember what?
Did you zone out of the conversation?
No.
Are you
Yes.
sure? Okay.
Are
Do you
you
do you
sure
rem-
about
do
that?
you remember what your first like quote unquote like real video game was? Like
I
not like as much as they were bangers, like not like flash games on like a website. Do you remember what your first like either console or PC like legit game was?
Here's a question for you.
Sure.
Like, do you mean when I guess seriously got into gaming, or like the first one I ever played? Because if we're talking the first one I ever played,
Let's do. How about both? I'm curious.
okay, first one I ever played, probably around 6 or 7. I believe it was, what's it called? God, I'm blanking on the name, but I'm trying to think about it. It was this old game on a PS2.
Hmm.
It Now it was close to Crash Bandicoot, but it wasn't quite that. It was like
Spyro.
maybe Spyro. No, wait, no. Scooby Doo House of a Thousand Frights was the first one that I owned and played
Okay.
as like
There
my own
and
game or anything. Scooby Doo,
there's your Scooby Doo origin story.
yeah,
I don't know if we've ever covered it, but we will in a future episode. You have a dedication
yeah. Scooby Doo
to
is
that
the best
franchise.
cartoon, hands down.
There we go.
But yeah, that's the first game I've ever played that I was like, oh yeah, I grinded the heck out of that game. I beat it like 3 or 4 times.
Nice.
But the first game that really got me into gaming, and just kind of has turned me into this person who plays games way too much.
I
Uh,
think like all of us.
2015, I got an Xbox for Christmas. The first
Mhm.
game I got on it was Minecraft,
Hey, there we
and
go. It begins.
that's how it began, basically.
Nice.
Just that's how the whole persona of me being a really good Minecraft player kind of began was with me playing an Assassin's Creed server for hours at a time.
Nice. Dude, I played a wicked amount of Minecraft parkour back in the day. You remember that stuff? That was
Yeah.
some of those maps, excellent.
I
I
prefer
don't
dropper
remember what
maps, to
they're.
be honest. I love the way dropper
Okay,
maps work.
those were fun too. I don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Um, yeah, no, that's cool though.
What about you, Lucas? You got both of us. But what about you?
Well, see, I've got a couple different answers. Well, okay, I know what I think I know what my first like ever game was. Like, not that I owned, but this is really funny. I think my first real game I ever touched was Guitar Hero 2 on the PS2.
Oh,
There, my dad owned a PS2 when I was a kid, right? That was before I had my own computer, my own console, any of that kind of stuff, right? I was still
Damn.
like fairly young. Like there's pictures I think of us playing together where since I was too young, I couldn't reach all the buttons. So I have my hands on like the first two and then he's doing like the other three. So we're like playing it together. It's cute.
that's awesome.
I'll see if I can dig up that picture at some point because it's out in the ether somewhere. But in terms of the first game that I really got into myself, there's a couple different answers because I don't remember the timeline exactly of when these happened. It's kind of fuzzy. But the first big one I can think of is when I got my first console, which was a Wii. And I played the hell out of the original Mario Galaxy. That game, what a game to be introduced to gaming to, man. I still play that game. It's fantastic.
Nice.
The like circling around planets and stuff where like it all like the camera like moves all weirdly and stuff. Dude, just
Yeah.
like blew my mind as a kid. That stuff was nuts. And then the other one I can think of that's probably around the same time. I don't know if you two ever played this, but it was Toontown, like the old online game.
My grandma currently
Do you
plays that
remember
still.
that? Yeah. So Toontown Online was a Disney game, right? So if you've ever gone to Disneyland and you've gone to, there's a little off section called Toontown where it's all like cutesy kind of animation style. I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's kind of like the old style animation look to it.
Yeah.
Where it's all like, what's the word for like an animal that's like personified? And regardless, it's like
Furry?
all the characters. I mean, kind of all the characters are animals though,
Anamorphic?
and this was. I realize it now. This was the first MMO I ever played. That game was an MMO, but it was turn-based.
Interesting.
So it was really weird. Anyways, the whole story of the game is Toontown, right? Happy fun time. And then there's all these evil robots called cogs that are trying to like build like a business empire or something. Like they're basically trying to suck all the joy
What
out
is-
of the world.
Like what
Why is it
Disney
always
did.
like that?
So
Anyways.
literally the plot of the game is to just absolutely destroy corporations by throwing literal like slices of pie at them. It was beautiful
That
game.
sounds amazing.
Because all the weapons you use, since they couldn't have weapons in like a kid's game, were called gags. So you had like, you could throw like pie slices at them or like make them trip over something. It's like it was made to be like all your weapons were like jokes because you were trying to beat serious stern corporation with funny haha joke gag stuff. Anyways, it was a brilliant game. The original game got shut down, but there's a private server that keeps the game running that is completely free and doesn't have a membership service.
Yeah,
So
my grandma plays it.
it's very cool. Anyways.
Nice.
And then the only other one I can remember is when a buddy of mine from when I was a kid named Bryce introduced me to Xbox, and then everything just blew up from there.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Very fun times.
Yeah, I know. What was the first console for most of you guys Xbox then or Wii? Because we're all around the same generation.
Yeah, I think it was the Wii for me. And
Yeah.
like of course we had I had DS like a
Yeah,
DS.
I had a DS too.
those Pokemon games that were
Oh,
constantly grinded.
dude, hold up! I got it right here, bro. I got Pokemon
Oh.
Diamond on this thing. Let's go.
Sheesh.
Shoot, it's not actually in the cartridge. It's in the 3DS. Have you guys seen my freaking
Yes,
collection?
yes, we
No.
did once when we had that in person
I'm so
episode.
proud of this. I'll maybe talk about it on a later episode, but camera refocus. There we go.
Anyways,
I have the entire
Slug Hour.
Nintendo handheld line.
Oh, slug time.
Slug POV. Oh, my shirt fell when I opened my
Yeah.
cabinet. Got it.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. No. So yeah, all the childhood games were great though, and then of course
Yeah.
sprinkled in there was all the Flash games too, which I know you mentioned as well.
Yeah, Flash
All
games.
the Newgrounds and crap back in the day.
Dude, Newgrounds was like the bomb.
It
lot
was
of
so
games.
good.
Like
It's funny though. When
Raise
I
1,
actually
Raise 2.
didn't play Newgrounds that much myself, but I played a lot of their games on other websites. Because back in the day when I was a kid, I didn't know what website was like the place to be. You know, I was just
The
like,
place to hang
"Ooh,
out."
this game looks fun. Me play this now. Yay! You know. Have I ever told you guys how I originally got my username?
No.
No.
Because this is actually a connecting story. The first time I ever had to make a username for a website was when I was, again, very young. We're talking like before first grade, probably. Like we're talking like me in kindergarten, maybe maybe a little bit later, like first-ish, second grade, maybe.
Wow.
And I had never had to make a username before. And the site, of course, was hotwheels.com because I'm a cool kid.
How was it?
Because I wanted to play the games on there, but it required an account. So my dad, he's sitting there helping me make it, and he's like, "Oh, you need to make a username." And he's like, "You need to make something that sounds cool, right?" And my 6-year-old brain, in all my wisdom, in about 2 seconds, just clashed together as many cool words as I can think of, and I was like, "Racker Bam!" And
Bam!
my dad will tell me this story to this day because I said that, and he looked at me and went, "Wow, that's actually really good. I'm gonna use that."
Yeah, hold on real quick.
Um,
Oh, but that's awesome.
And I have kept it ever since because it's never taken on any website. My email address, usernames for websites, like character names for like MMOs or online games, like it's brilliant. It's never taken. All out of 6-year-old me's brain that just went, okay, I need something cool. What do I do? There we go. So
Should we just tell the story about how we all got our current usernames?
I mean, sure. I'm kind of curious now. Do you have one?
For me, like I would always name, like whenever I would play any sort of game, like or actually in the beginning I had to share an account with my twin brother.
Okay.
So when we were making the name for the account, we had to combine our two interests.
Okay.
And, yeah. Struggles of being a twin. Anyways.
Wait, which one? Okay, I'll let you finish the story, but which one were you? I'm curious.
What do you mean? Which twin was I?
Which half of the username is you?
Oh, you know what's funny? Now that I'm looking back on it, the 123 has been a part of my name for a long time.
Really? All right.
Yeah. So my twin brother, he loves the bacon. Like that's it, one of his favorite foods. He loves the bacon. So the first part of the name was bacon, and it's never gonna be taken with just bacon and something else.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what I was thinking, like how I came up with it, but I came up with the word fire and 123. So we were essentially bacon fire 123 for the beginning part of my gaming career.
I could make a stupid joke, but I'm not going to. But
go ahead.
That username is pretty fire. But
Yeah.
that's actually what came across my mind. Like, that's actually not bad.
It's
Yeah,
actually
that's
a
what-
pretty good one.
Yeah. And then
I
once
can
we moved-
imagine getting killed by someone in Minecraft PvP named Bacon Fire 123. I could see
Yeah,
it.
that was me. Yeah.
That's me. I was destroying you on day one.
Since before I even knew you, since day one, I win. No, but
So then, how did you get to Golden Galaxy then?
so once we moved on to the Xbox One, like the original Xbox One,
Okay.
like I got sick of being bacon fire. So I was like, I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something with Golden. At first,
Okay.
I was gonna do you know Genji, right, from Overwatch. I was gonna name something like Golden Genji, something like that, because I loved playing him at the beginning. But then I couldn't think of how to spell him, so I kind of gave up on that. And I think, yeah,
Fair.
shut up. Yeah, then
Probably good that you didn't though, because that username may have aged poorly later on. You might have regretted it in the long run. But hey,
oh yeah, but I just thought of something else, like something random like Galaxy, then added the 123 at the end. So
kept the 123.
yeah. Golden Galaxy 123 was born. Then
He still lives.
He still lives, and now I'm simply known as Galaxy. Like that's all I
Fair
am.
enough.
Not
Slowly
Golden, not
shrunken
Golden
down the
Galaxy
game,
123, just Galaxy.
Fair enough. Did you
Everything
I
froze.
guess then- okay.
I mean,
Tony, do you
Oh
remember
no,
yours? Do you remember yours at all? Oh, Matt, your camera is
I can hear you guys, but it
Okay,
sounds like
well-
robots. Oh no, what is
this
going on?
The episode where Matt
No!
dies. Matt, we can still hear you though.
I've entered the
Can we?
shadow realm.
He's offline,
Please.
but he's still here, but he's dead.
okay.
Lord,
never
no.
mind. He's
Yeah,
gone.
The same
He's gone.
person that took Lucas that one
We'll see
time
if he
took me-
comes
is
back
taking me
in.
now.
But I mean, I guess to just
No.
give a quick and brief explanation for like
Guys,
mine at first was like my
Nani?
first one that I ever made was Venom 248, and that was for Minecraft.
Okay. Did you have any reason behind the name?
248 was just kind of a random set of numbers, and Venom was just because it was my favorite, Marvel character at the time.
Okay.
And then now, as you can see, whenever you look
No!
at like, the YouTube channel I have, or my
It
username's
happened
now,
again.
it's Dean Desperate.
Oh, is that my? It's not even that. I think my internet's just
Is that
dying
because
right
of
now.
D&D?
Yeah,
No!
the first few letters are
What's
because of
going on?
D&D, and then the desperate part is just kind of like,
No!
I'm desperately bad
Wait.
at a lot of games I
I got my
play,
phone.
so...
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Also, same. Well, Matt's not here. God, I suck at games.
Dude, same. Like, Matt's like, yeah, I casually win most of my matches.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, me in Minecraft
No.
being killed by the
Meanwhile,
same
both
blaze.
of us
No.
playing single-player games, still losing.
No!
Like,
What
I
is
know,
going on?
and Matt's just like really good at
I was
games,
taken to
and
the
I think
Shadow
that's part of
Realm.
the reason he can't ever really get into certain games.
No!
maybe, yeah. He's got the drive.
Is he-
Hello, Matt. Welcome back.
What happened?
Are you
Let's go.
alive?
He's
Are you
back.
back?
Am I back?
Yeah, he's back
don't
for
know.
a bit. Let's go.
Your audio waves are gone, but I could hear you.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, I could see his camera. It's like really... Everything's been lagging for me. I think Zencaster's just having a bro moment.
God, I hope we didn't lose all of that footage. I'm gonna cry so much if we did.
I don't know.
Here,
Regardless, we discussed Tony's name real quick.
Yeah.
D and Desperate, obviously, the current name is a combination of D&D and being hopelessly bad at video games.
yeah.
Nice.
But regardless, that's cool though. We all
Mhm.
have our little stories.
Did you guys hear me freaking out?
No.
We heard you freak out a little bit, then you disconnected, and then you came back.
Like you guys were just frozen from my screen. Then my everything, like my computer, like I couldn't type anything,
Mm.
and my internet's just being slow, which is really bad because I'm the only one here.
Someone's hijacking your Wi-Fi. But yeah, okay. Hopefully, we didn't just lose your progress. We will see. But regardless, we're kind of close to the end of our episode, anyways. So
True.
yeah, that's fun though. We kind of went down a little memory lane. That was fun. So But yeah, a couple different topics today. Rocket League, new
Of
Minecraft
course.
update, running down old usernames and old games and how we all got to where we are now. I swear we're slowly just becoming a Minecraft podcast.
Yeah. Tony's influence. He shall
Tony,
long
you
remain
should
king.
just start making Minecraft videos, please.
I can't.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of our usernames, go follow Rackerbam on YouTube, Golden Galaxy on YouTube, and D and Desperate on YouTube. 2 of those 3 have videos.
One has a bit more than everyone else.
Yeah, true. Matt actually has content. I have 1, and I'm working on a 2nd. Guys, please give me a little longer. I'm almost there. But other than that, I think that's all good. You guys have anything else you wanted to share tonight?
I just pray that my footage didn't get deleted.
God, let's hope not.
Because I think it'll be really funny if you guys are just talking and you just hear me screaming in the background. What is going on?
Just
We'll see.
Oh my god!
I may have mentioned the Shadow Realm at least twice in that.
We should end the recording and see if Matt's recording is messed up.
We'll see if it's still there. But we'll end the recording and see if everything's in. But as always, if you're listening to us on YouTube, we're also on Spotify and vice versa, as always. I already plugged the different YouTube channels. Go follow us individually if you'd like to. Yeah, I think that is it for us today. As always, thank you for joining us on our little late night rants.
Ciao, ciao.
See you guys next time. See ya.
See ya.